In today's episode, we're going to be busting the myth that salads are boring and unfulfilling. With the temperatures heating up, people are opting for fresher and lighter meals. Salads are a great way to incorporate more fiber and color into your diet, as well as reduce the risk of cancer or recurrence. Let's see what Chef Jonathan is chopping up today. Objectives for this episode include 1. Reviewing the American Institute for Cancer Research's New American Plate Method for cancer survivorship. 2. Highlighting the importance of a fiber-rich and plant-forward diet. 3. Demonstrating how versatile salads can be and how they fit into a cancer-reducing diet.
Good afternoon. I'm Jonathan Gelman, chef here at Leonard Cancer Institute. Today we're going to be preparing our summer salad with toasted almonds and blueberries, along with a seared salmon. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I want to do is I'm going to make a quick little vinaigrette. While my pan is heating up to sear my salmon, I'll make that vinaigrette. I've got some fresh chopped onion. I want to put in a little bit of salt and some pepper. And I've got a little bit of honey here. I'm going to drizzle that just like so, probably about a tablespoon. And do you mind holding that for a second?
Sure.
And then some apple cider vinegar. And we're going to go about a third of a cup. And you want to whisk while I pour?
Of course.
There you go.
Here we go.
Real simple, quick little vinaigrette. And that should be about right. Okay? So I think I'll put a little bit of fresh oregano or dry oregano and some coriander. Kind of get a little spice into that salad.
Yes, and as we've talked about in previous episodes, adding those spices is going to add more flavor if you are having any taste issues, even after treatment.
Yeah. So let's see. That pan feels like it's getting nice and warm. I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil into this and season my salmon.
Yes.
With a little bit of, I've got some sea salt and some black pepper. I'm going to set that aside while that continues to heat up. One of the things that I did earlier was I made a little bit of quinoa. Took quinoa, boiled it in some salted water for about 15 minutes until it got fluffy. And we're going to add this to our salad.
And what's great about quinoa is it's a plant-based source of protein, so it falls into the AICR guidelines for adding more plant-based foods because it's a grain, but it's also going to have a complete source of protein. So if you're vegetarian, this is another great way to just add some protein to your salad.
Fantastic. You know, some of the things that I know we've discussed in the past, but adding a little bit of spice or some pickled vegetables. I've got some pickled red onion, a little bit of pickled jalapeno that we can add as kind of a garnish later. So let's go ahead and check that pan. I think we're just about there.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like it's getting nice and toasty. I'm going to flip that in there. And you can hear it sizzle just a little bit. Okay, while that salmon is cooking, we will go ahead and finish up our salad.
And salmon's a really great source of protein. It's what we call a lean protein, but it has a lot of heart-healthy fat, so it's good for your heart, your nails, your skin. So it's not just for cancer prevention and survivorship, but for overall health. Great.
I've got some baby greens here. It's a mixture of some local lettuces. Mm-hmm. I'm going to put this in a bowl, and I'm going to add in some of our quinoa.
Perfect.
And, you know, sometimes quinoa can be maybe not as flavorful, but you can put a little bit of curry powder or something, or some chili powder
or even
when you're
some
boiling
of the pickled veggies after.
The pickled veggies, exactly. I'm going to add in some of those blueberries.
And so what I love about salads is they're very high in fiber, and as we learn more about fiber and the role that it plays in the body, one interesting fact is that it absorbs extra estrogen in our digestive tract. So for women with hormone-sensitive cancers, salads are a great way to get more fiber and hopefully reduce the risk of hormone-sensitive cancers.
Good information for sure. I've got my vinaigrette here. I'm going to drizzle that over that salad. Set that aside. The salmon literally takes about 2 to 3 minutes per side when it's this thin. So we can let that continue to cook. And meanwhile, we'll set up our plate here.
Perfect. And so going over the American Institute for Cancer Research's guidelines, they have what they call the New American Plate Method. And it's so easy for people to follow if you have a busy lifestyle. It just really encourages you to have 2/3 of your plate to be plant-based foods. So think fruits, vegetables, whole grains, beans, nuts, seeds, and legumes. And then the remaining 1/3 of your plate should be a lean protein. So that's where the salmon comes in. And then with the plant-based foods, we got almonds, the pickled vegetables, blueberries, quinoa, lettuce. It fits in perfectly. It's a nice light meal for the summer.
Yeah, you can also add in some other things like
you can do cheese,
right? Well, cheese.
Feta. It's all good.
Exactly. So let's just give this a little bit of a toss. I'm going to build my salad here.
Beautiful.
Okay. Let's set that aside. Salmon is just about done. So this is good there. I'm going to place this up on top.
Ta-da. And if you don't like salmon, you can also do chicken or turkey. That's what we also consider a lean source of protein.
Again, go back to that pickled jalapenos and onion, a little bit of garnish on top, and maybe some of that toasted almond. I've also got something here to kind of really spark it up. It's a little balsamic syrup, and this kind of gives maybe a little bit of a nice snap sweetness to it.
And all the color, it's just so beautiful. It makes you want to eat it.
Well, that's what we're here for. You want to give that one a try?
Sure.
Sounds great.
Phenomenal.
Yeah? And good for you. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us today. Have a great day. See you next time.
For more information about oncology nutrition, please visit the American Cancer Society, the National Cancer Institute, or the American Institute for Cancer Research. If you would like to meet with an oncology dietitian or see the services provided at Leonard Cancer Institute, you can go to the following link or call the following number. See you next time.